Well, thanks for joining the Keptn community meeting. So today is March 3rd, and we have several items in our agenda. I'll just share my screen. Do you see it? So what we have on the list is Keptn Community Day, and thanks to Katie for joining. Then we have Keptn integration update and some press report. We have um, Thomas, do you have any other topics for the agenda?
No, not today.
Hmm. Okay, then I could probably just do a quick update for KubeCon for the record, and then we discuss community day. So yeah, KubeCon will take place in May in Valencia. It will be an in-person event. Hopefully by this time we will have Keptn officially joining the incubating stage, and we have a few Keptn related applications to KubeCon. And we also applied for various kinds of community events, including office hours, um, um, uh, also Captain Kiosk during one of the event days at the exhibition hall, etc., etc. And another idea we had on the list is having another Captain Community Day event, which would be basically focused on just I lost the screen. So it would be it would be focused on Keptn users. So we could leverage KubeCon attendance. Ballpark estimation that we could get from 50 to 100 participants. Obviously, COVID restrictions and other events in the world allow for that. And yeah, the idea is to have multiple presenters, including Keptn developers, key Keptn adopters, to show how they use Keptn, and to have discussion feedback with users, maybe doing some workshop. And in order to do that, we need a venue. So we reached out to several organizers of events in Valencia, had pending discussions, and also we contacted the Linux Foundation and the KubeCon team to see whether we could have this event hosted at KubeCon premises. So that's why we have Tin and Katie on the call so that we can discuss how we proceed with it. Mhm. So initially we got feedback that yeah, it would be technically possible to have a half-day event on May 17th, right at the KubeCon venue, up to 50 people. So it was something fitting our needs, and we agreed, starting planning for that. But now, yeah, so it seems that it's no longer possible. So basically, there were some ideas how we could actually replace that by using other possibilities at KubeCon. And yeah, I think, Katie, if you could share
Yep.
your ideas, it would be great.
Yeah. Hi,
Mhm.
everyone. It's really nice to meet all of you, and thank you for letting me join your meeting today to talk about what we have available at KubeCon to offer you. So we received your request for both a in-person meeting at the event, which is initially set up for us to allow a project to meet with their maintainers or specific contributors in their community, and to discuss things like roadmap or discuss things like specific challenges. It's kind of a working session that we had set up. That working session would be typically about 2 hours of time, and it's up to 30 people. What I can offer you at this time on Tuesday, May 17th, is extending it to 4 hours, and we can allow up to 45 people in that room. And you can use that essentially to do a hybrid of either your in-person event or the community contributor user summit that you were hoping to host. So, or if you want to go ahead and use it just for the contributor user summit, that's totally fine too. We are providing a projector and screen in that room. We would have the room set up in a theater style with chairs that have individual desks that kind of pop up. That allows for those who are in your sessions to be able to work on their laptops or tablets or take notes. It can be more of a working session as opposed to having a traditional classroom setup. It just allows for us to get more people into the space. We also would be providing beverages that would be, coffee and tea service, as well as juice service. And our proposed time would be from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Tuesday, May 17th. Do you think that would be something that suits the needs that you're looking for? Is there anything that you feel that you need more of that I can help review on our end?
Yeah, it sounds perfect. Actually, evening slot is probably even better because then if you want to do some happy hours, etc., we can just continue after 5 p.m. So my understanding that basically there will be some social events, but the main agenda at KeepOn ends at 5 too. So for us, I think it would be great. One question about the venue. So if you want to broadcast the event or if we want to record that, are there any partners at KeepCon that provide that already? And
Yeah,
what will
so
be the
we
prices?
Yeah, we do have a partner that we can provide you costs for them to record. They're our preferred provider that we use for all of our KubeCon events. We bring them specifically to EU events as well as North America and China events. So they're very well versed in what the community is looking for. They've been recording all of our events dating back to the start of KubeCon in 2016 in Seattle. So any videos that you see on the YouTube channel for CNCF for KubeCons, that is our provider. So you can kind of see what quality of video that they
Yeah,
typically provide.
quality is really good.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can get you a quote for that as well.
Mhm. Yeah, it would be
Uh,
really nice so that yeah, we are currently working with potential sponsors. So we want to have 2 or 3 sponsors at the event, and just to set the budgeting expectations. So with catering, as with venue handler being handled, basically recording would be the biggest cost. Mhm.
yep, that I agree with that.
Mhm.
Um, Additionally, I do want to uh, note that because you aren't incubating yet, typically we provide this is a opportunity that we're providing for incubating graduated and tag projects that in-person meeting and um, it's a special exception for us to extend it for you. I know that you're really looking to get the community involved, and we want to support that. Of course, we want to support all of our projects.
Mhm.
Um, in order for us to make this move forward, we do need your project to get the incubating status by April 13th, if that's a possibility for you.
Um, yeah, it's technically possible. So it fits the timeline we discussed with the CNCFTUC. So basically, our
Okay,
current status, we have pending application, due diligence. We finished user interviews by now. So
perfect.
assuming that the due diligence is accepted by the CNCF, we should be able to start voting in 2 weeks.
Perfect.
And
Great.
yeah,
Awesome.
so to have this Keptn Community Day by April 13th, we need to have basically binding approval for incubation.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have spoken to Amy about this. She is well aware that that's a contingency, and she is going to be helping your
Mhm.
project with this process as well. She does know that you have had this in a ticketing backlog since July of 2021. So she is well aware of this, and she is going to be working to help you. So that's
Mm-hmm.
being taken care of internally as well for all of you.
Yeah, thanks. It's much appreciated. So we will work with our CNCF2C sponsor, and yeah, we are already working in the community. So it's great. Thank you. So if you have this project meeting or Captain Community Day, how does it happen in terms of logistics? So you would still need to have a kind of program team, etc., to draft the event agenda and to put it as a part of KubeCon, or would you expect it to happen as a separate event?
It would happen as a separate event.
Mhm,
We would host it on the project benefits site for you. You
mhm,
would create your own schedule within our scheduling tool called Sketch. We would help with those logistics. You would need to have a program committee. We typically request that a program committee um, doesn't have more than 2 people from one company on it. So
mhm,
to have a diverse program committee of, uh, 3 to 4 people from different companies looking at applications.
mhm,
We can help you with the CFP process if that's something you needed.
mhm,
Um, we we would kind of allow you to run that portion of it on your own, um, as well as kind of running your what you would be giving your sponsors at this time, since we are going to be slotting this in under project meetings. uh, our team would take kind of a secondary step back in more of a logistics role, but guiding you with best
mhm,
practices and you know recommendations as needed. um, and again, like I said, we would have that highlighted on our project benefits page, that our participation
mhm,
page, so people would be aware of it. We would have a schedule posted. We would include you in the
mhm,
email that we send out to the registrants of KubeCon
mhm,
about project participation. Um, and then uh,
mhm,
one requirement we would have for anyone who's attending your event, and this is happening with all events across KubeCon, co-located events and project meetings, is that all attendees would have to be a registered KubeCon participant participant to be on the premises. So that being said, it can't just be someone who's showing up for just the day um, at the event. We request that they are a full KubeCon registrant. We can help in terms of speakers if that's something that needs to have an exception, but not for general attendees.
mhm. Yeah, that's totally understandable. And yeah, thanks a lot for summarizing that. One question about the logistics. So does it get posted as a separate event on events.linuxfoundation.com? Or, well, I guess
No,
not.
sorry, I was on mute. No, we wouldn't have it
Mhm.
as a separate event on linuxfoundation.com or .org. It would actually just
Oh,
be within the KubeCon website.
okay. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So yeah, thanks for summarizing. So basically, from our side, you need us to finalize the program committee. We got the input regarding the company, so we will talk between each other how we can organize that.
Mhm.
And I guess abstract, etc. for the event, I can take care of that. And so the event would be published before April 13th, or would you just publish it only after we have a confirmation?
Um, that's a great question. Let me confirm that on our end of when we would publish the event. I would say that if you have confirmation with the um, the TOC that your application is moving forward. And although it hasn't been announced, we would publish prior to April 13th. But if there's any problems and delays in that, then we would wait till closer to that date.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's perfectly fine for us. We can start socializing the event internally in the community, which would contribute to the agenda, etc. And I guess taking the timing, then we wouldn't do public CFP on the event side. Instead of that, we can just ask around in the community. So that by April 12th, or when the decision is made, we can have more or less completed agenda.
Great.
Hmm. So thanks a lot. Um, Anything else that would be needed from us? Any artwork, logos? What would be needed in
Nope.
general? But
We
okay.
have all the logos on our end, so we're fine with that. What I can do is
Mm-hmm.
follow up with a post call email about everything we discussed on this call
Mm-hmm.
today. Just what we're looking for, what we're able to offer, and
Mm-hmm.
what it's all contingent on. And then you can go ahead and respond to that and let me know if you have
Mm-hmm.
any additional questions or if you need any further clarifications. I'm happy to do that as well. And then we can also plan to have another call after you've kind of talked more with the community
Mm-hmm.
and more with the TOC about your application process, and we can go from there.
Okay. Great. Yeah, one last question. So we will need to add CNCF as the sponsor for the event, I guess. Um, Anything else that would be expected from us in terms of additional well, promotion, etc.? We will do it through the community channels. But if there are any other expectations, please let us know.
Yeah, I'll let you
Yeah.
know. At this time, there aren't any other
Okay.
expectations, but I'll confirm and let you know.
Okay. So we still have 1 month before our target deadlines. I guess we will focus on incubation then.
Yep, that would be great.
Okay. Then yeah, thanks a lot for all the inputs, etc.
You're welcome.
Anything else we need to discuss about KubeCon in general?
I don't think so from my
Hmm.
end. One recommendation that I would make to you that if you're interested in hosting anything at KubeCon North America,
Hmm.
this would be the time to be filling out that information. It is on the KubeCon North America website. We are starting to look at what interest is for co-located events there and what our space is. So if you're interested in hosting a larger event than what we're able to give you at this time for Europe at North America, this is the time to submit that process and that application for it.
Understood. I added an action item for myself. We definitely want to have something in North America. So yeah, we will discuss it in the community and send the application in the coming maybe
Great.
1 or 2 weeks. Okay. So thanks, Katie. Thanks, team.
You're welcome.
I
Thank you
think.
so much. And
Mm-hmm.
we look forward to working with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank
Have a
you.
great rest of your meeting. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. Okay. So yeah. Thanks, Thomas. Thanks, Johannes, for stepping up as potential program committee members. So I guess we will need to discuss the agenda, potential topics. But yeah, one of the things where I would actually appreciate feedback right now is our due diligence document, because it seems to be on the critical path right now. And actually, well, it was actually the next topic in the agenda. Um, just a quick update for that. So we got the first round of feedback from Cornelia Davis, who is the TUC sponsor. Also, yesterday I had a quick presentation at the App Delivery Tag. So there we also get some feedback. And based on that, yesterday and today, I updated this document quite a lot in terms of basically everything. We were advised to move architecture overview, etc. right inside the application. Also, we had to actualize the thing. There is a lot of discussion about proper wording with Andy, etc. And then current status was updated, including major deliverables. I split out Keptn security hardening into a separate section with all these topics. It's ecosystem growth, community growth, all of that is new. I still need to add some statistics. I may ask for help, but yeah, right now I know where to find all the data. And yeah, future plans were basically updated based on our roadmap. So if anyone could just go through and see what's missing or what is wrong, outdated. For example, for me, it's still open question about remote management of execution planes. Maybe it's something you could answer, Johannes. Do we consider it done, or do we still want to do a bunch of things there?
No, it's not done. Definitely not. There are a couple of items left, securing the communication and also making the life cycle management of the execution service possible. There are definitely a couple of items left, but I can take an action item here to update this section.
Yeah, so any updates or just reviews, feedback would be appreciated. And what else do we have here? So there is quite a lot of sections. I mean, integrations, value add, etc. It was slightly updated because Keptn got more use cases like auto remediation. Then we have cloud native ecosystem mapping. It was again updated to reference all new integrations, the events project, which is now officially live. But yeah, again, if something is missing, if you have documented examples through the webhooks, it would be really nice. Actually, you may have seen that Adam Gardner, well, he seems to be planning to double the number of integrations soon. So again, if you see something missing, it's definitely please comment, and no need to suggest text, just point to me to something this is wrong and needs updated. I will be happy to follow up on that. What else do we have? Here some plant integrations. So here I still have crossplane, OpenTelemetry, Flux, Falca, Vault, Sneak. So this is what we had in initial one. Then I added key 6 because there is interest and potential just a project idea. Maybe I could add GitHub integrations, maybe Jenkins file runner executor here. I'm not sure. Because we have it in JSOC project ideas, but nobody is working on them right now, particularly plants. And yeah, then, well, again, there is a bunch of text. So what changed here that added licensing and dependencies? One question, my understanding that currently we do not produce as bombs. Is it correct? Or do we produce them somewhere?
Actually, this term is, I never heard this term as bombs.
Software bill of materials. So basically just a way to understand what is actually packaged in the current Keptn distribution. So example, for the Docker images we ship, for Helm charts and for integration services.
I think this is a thing which is not at the on the roadmap at the moment, but I think this is a thing which might not be so hard to implement in the Git in the GitHub actions of Keptn.
I mean, what we do have is a GitHub action that derives the libraries that we are using, but just on code level and not what's the package itself.
Yeah, so it's basically in this case it would be rather providing a standard format so that other tools could consume that, for example, for scanning purposes. So it could be SPDX or something different. Like, well, we will unlikely use Maven POM, but yeah, you get the idea. And another topic which is closely related to SBOM is actually signing all the artifacts. So there is also project SIG-Store. So maybe I will also create a ticket for that so that we ensure that everything is signed. So SIG-Store is basically I'm not sure whether you have heard about it, but SIG-Store cosign. So it's a way for signing containers so that you can verify their identity. Again, I'm not sure whether we need it right now, but maybe yes. Well, it's definitely a criteria for graduation because it's currently a part of OpenSSF checklist. I mean, what used to be core infrastructure initiative certification. So eventually we will need to do that. Mhm. Okay. And yeah, then there was some updates. I haven't updated adoption, so it's basically the same as in August. If you see that something needs to be changed, we could do that. And here, I just updated all the statistics. We definitely got more contributors these days. We definitely the statistics also probably needs to be updated. Uh, do we still have Keptn dev stats? Last time it was shut down when I checked. No, it's live.
It's up.
I mean, for Keptn specifically.
On the right, you find.
Yeah, so generally there should be a pointer which opens Keptn specific part.
Here it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably too used to the CDF dev stats. So anyway, I'll try to go through that because last time I tried to open Keptn, it wasn't working at all. So yeah, I will definitely look it to find the new statistics. Okay. And what else? So we have a lot of text here again. What is important? I extend open governance a bit to capture some items, and I also extended vendor independence because during the previous audits it was the biggest concern. So again, there is a lot of discussion how we try to ensure vendor independent governance, project infrastructure, and also based on the feedback, I also added a special section about Dynatrace because it's a funding company. But it's important to show that we basically do not intend to have vendor lock-in in the project. So I spent some time to explain how we do that. And basically that's it what for these updates. So quite a bunch of them Johannes has already reviewed. But Thomas, if you would have some bandwidth, it would be appreciated. If not, yeah, I think that I will keep working with Carnegie, etc., so that we can keep pushing it forward. And yeah, also yesterday I did a presentation. So Thomas, you were not there, but there was a quick recording. So basically there was some additional feedback, but not that much. I was planning to do the presentation from Keptn Advisory Board, but finally, based on timing, I just glanced through this document and a few other items. So no fancy slides yesterday. Okay.
So I'll take a look on the presentation afterwards.
Thank you. So another governance topic, or quick one I have on the list is Keptn Advisory Board. So it's mostly to Johannes, who has been involved in this effort. So basically there is an entity which was completely undocumented, but this entity was actually doing some, well, basically consultancy/visionary function, providing some feedback, insights, guidance to Keptn maintainers. So this is what I tried to document here. And I also tried to put, just some very basic charter that basically all the members can be nominated, approved by the community, and that they're limited to 7. Even though right now we have more, so maybe it's something I need to change. But yeah, and there is basic election process, which is basically sets expectation that we limit number of representatives from a single company or organization, and basically that's it. So it's a really simple document, but I wanted to do sanity check so that we see whether it's how we would see it. I will probably push it for wider community review, but I would like to lend it so that we can reference it from the documentation.
Sure.
And these are all topics from me. So just wanted to show where we stand. If you're interested in Keptn contributing pipelines, take a look at yesterday's meeting recording, because today we had a really nice discussion with Adam Gardner about issues, problems with discussions, because we have a discussion ways everywhere. So we came to some alignment how we would like to do that. So, for example, limiting number of using GitHub discussions, using GitHub issues where possible, not using caps for proposals that are not substantial and that are not specifications. So basically, if you have an idea, no need to start a cap with 10 lines. It's better to submit an issue and discuss it there. And also, I will see whether I can close down GitHub discussion in some of the repositories, so that it becomes more consistent. I'm getting from someone. Okay. So that's it from me. Any other topics?
Not from my side today. No.
Thomas?
Also nothing from me today.
Okay, thank you. So then we can just slowly wrap up. And yeah, thank you. Again, I will try to push more things in the community asynchronously. So at some point, if there is no activity at this meeting, we can pause it or switch to monthly cadence. But for now, last 2 weeks ago, the discussion was quite active. Today we also leveraged that. So I think it's good. So thanks everyone. The recording will be ready by tomorrow.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a nice one. Bye.